Enjoy it, lads.
Right, good evening, everyone. We've got a couple of little Friday night watch-alongs with JFT and Liam coming up. I know there's a few of you waiting in the chat, so much appreciated. And thanks for joining us. As always, let's do it. Vuong and Flynn finally going down, boys.
Yeah, it is. Look, third time's the charm for these boys. Obviously, it was meant to happen twice last year. Flynn injured both times, and they're finally in the ring. So I think we can safely say it's going to happen tonight, can't we? Finally getting it.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it didn't from here, but you look, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, we've all seen that YouTube clip of that boxer just walking back up the ramp when he's seen the size of his
First bell's not gone yet, boys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a Jagbers opponent, wasn't it?
I remember it happening. I do that on Misfits, you know.
I'd take one because they won't pay you. You'd have to
say you want to get the paycheck, mate.
I'd be like that, but
just take a dive. DJ Gehenny.
No, it wouldn't be a dive. My legs would just go from underneath me. I just, took my equilibrium away, allegedly.
The old Malik Scott and Wilder.
He went there.
Love you, Malik.
It's been a decent little card, hasn't it? I mean, you can predict the outcome of most fights. Farnhill and Dickinson was good, and I was just saying to Sam, the English title fight was good. Will Crawler probably got the best test he's had so far as a pro. He came through it, though, didn't he?
I stand corrected. His brother did tell me last night that it was in a real fight, and I thought it was selling
a few times, didn't he?
Say again?
Oh, sorry, yeah, and messaged you last night, didn't he? Saying
it is in a real fight, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
But no, you know what? He just started too quick, and he just run out of steam. The kid were good. Decent level.
Yeah, definitely.
You knew in the first 30 seconds when Zion's getting tagged by 5 or 6 punches and he's just smiling at Will, you're like, yeah, this is going to probably go a few rounds. He just stood there smiling at him, didn't he?
Yeah, I think if he'd not exerted himself so much in the first couple, he'd have won it fairly comfortably. I don't believe it was a 1-round fight either. I think he won it by 2 or 3 rounds, but
I had it 4-2.
It was one of them learning fights, wasn't it? Because he took way too many shots, really, and he took some hard shots, some big shots, and did well, stood the test. So it can only benefit him.
He's a local boy, Luca Flynn. Good on you, mate.
I tell you what I do like about William is Anthony's not trying to teach him to fight like he fought. He fights completely different, which shows that Anthony's grown as a coach. He's not just teaching what he knows, and William's his own man in his own right. He's not a mirror copy of his brother.
Yeah, well, Luca, these two think Flynn's going to win. I think Vuong will win. So it's 3 versus 1 at the minute.
Yeah,
Are you from the mean streets of Oxfordshire? Yeah. The ghettos.
Luca, remember to give me a shout when you want to come on as well, mate. We appreciate all the support you give.
Absolutely.
You're welcome on any time, my friend. So just invites there. I wasn't keen on his fake call from Gav Gwynn. I didn't see it, to be fair, no. But I seen he had some. Did he have some t-shirt on or something? Flynn.
I don't know. What was it? I don't know what happened.
Flynn had something on a t-shirt. I didn't see it.
He had a dollar bill or something. Then Eddie picked it up. Did you see it?
Yeah, after the way, like making a reference to brown envelopes and stuff. Obviously,
I'd
love. Make sure you do, Luca. We'd love to have you on, man.
Look, I think me and Jay both said it in the week. We both love Vuong to win. We just don't think it's the right fight for him off the back of the Gwynn fight. As team, he'd have to answer a lot of questions.
Yeah, that was it.
Brilliant.
Love it.
I think whoever doesn't get drawn in and fight with emotion will win this fight. You just got to keep calm and composed and box.
Vuong's had a mean look on him, on his face all week, to be fair. I'll be 2 seconds, boys.
Wants to make a statement, I think. I think he wants to make a statement, doesn't he, after what happened? Well,
That's exactly what I was about to say. He needs to make a statement. You can't put in a performance like that against, no offense, to Gavin Gwynn at the stage of his career that he's at, and then come in against Jordan Flynn, who, by the way, is 28, 29 in a couple of weeks. He's not as young as I thought. You've got to start making statements now if you're going to get to the level everyone's talking about.
Yeah, Vuong seems quicker initially, but Gwynn has a bit of a Freudian slip there, but Flynn is catching him with an overhand right. See it again there?
Yeah. Mate, but this is exactly how the Gavin Gwynn fight looks. Vuong is the quicker puncher, but
He's
Gwynn was
complaining
more
already.
precise that night.
Sorry,
Flynn with a guillotine.
complaining already about the back of the head.
Got the TJ
That's the
Dehaney
same smile as what somebody that knows
I
the
came back
king,
and saw that from Luke. I started laughing. I was like, Vuong has the same smile as Sky Nicholson. That's the cutting edge analysis you get on the.
Are they both getting the same thing from Eddie? Yeah.
I was thinking that. I wasn't going to say it, but there's always one.
They're getting a bonus, yeah.
Oh Jesus! No, Ben Shalom's getting a bonus. Did you not see his? He was on the Cobra's channel the other day.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's actually pretty good, you know. Do you know what I like, Ben Shalom?
I do. He's
I think he comes across quite well.
I like him, man. I like him because he's come in and he's disrupted the market, and they've got no choice.
He just doesn't react. He's so chilled out, and like that's.
He's come out of his shell more. The last year or so, he's actually found his feet a bit more, and he's willing to say things. Whereas the first couple of years, he sort of just said yes and no, and only spoke when he was spoken to, kind of thing.
Yeah, but like Eddie's so emotional and rash, and that was two good shots there by Jordan Flynn, boys.
Yeah, but then Vuong spun him round and cracked him while they were down.
Yeah, he did.
The problem for me with Flynn is he never gets any momentum. He'll have two, and then he'll be gone for a year and a half, have one, gone for 6 months. Do you know what I mean? There's no consistency.
Well, that's the point.
Say again, sorry.
That's the point I was making earlier with his record. It's only his 13th fight, but he's 28, nearly 29 years of age. Like, he turned over in 2018. That activity just isn't there enough. Yeah, he's been injured too much. As we've seen, the fact that both fights with Vuong have been postponed because Flynn's been injured, I think tells you all you need to know.
Yeah. You boys scoring it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave that first round to Flynn.
So did I.
Don't know about you. Anybody
First
else?
round to Flynn.
You know what I've bet, don't you, boys?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got the draw. He's got Flynn round 1 to 10, and he's got Vuong round 1 to 10.
Then he's going to see what he can get in play at around round 7.
I have one bet this evening, boys, and I've just bet the draw. Just one bet, the draw. I haven't picked any rounds. I haven't picked any winner. I've just put a lump on draw.
Look, stranger things have happened.
Go.
Luke has got you. Don't worry about it.
Probably, yeah. Well, just looking now.
Speaking of which, Crocker Donovan's back on. Jay, you could be getting a double payday.
Ching, ching,
payday.
Did you hear the IBS ruling on that? What they said?
No, but I watched Billy's interview on going absolutely ham on Eddie Hearn. It made my night, to be fair. It was amazing.
Basically, the IBF said Marcus McDonald wasn't in the right position to end the round promptly, which is why Crocker was hit with that shot.
Well,
so they basically said Marcus McDonald missed up. Yeah. That's but it's nice that the governing body have actually said it right and not just said we're doing it for this reason. They're actually being honest with it.
Yeah. No, Billy went off on Eddie saying that he wasn't in Lewis's dressing room. He was too busy having interviews with sat by Paddy and Andy Lee. And then Eddie said, I tried to get him, but I wasn't allowed because he was getting stitched up. It was immense. Eddie calling Billy a tit.
Cameron
Billy
Vuong
calling Eddie bias.
Cameron Vuong to win by DQ is 21 to 10. Can I just say something about Billy? I'm bored of him now. I'm bored of him. He just tries to be an asshole for no reason now. He just attacks now. I'm bored of it. I'll say it to his fucking face. I'm not.
Oh, no, you would. I don't doubt that for a minute.
But listen, I like him, but I'm just bored of this.
Look, I like Billy, and I always root for him in his fights, and I'm very grateful of what he's done for coming on here and stuff like that. But I don't think he's come across the best out of this Paddy Donovan Lewis. That's what I'll say.
Yeah,
I mean, to go underneath the official Matchroom announcement was something like bullshit or whatever it was when Matchroom put that tweet out about the rematch. I think that's kind of the line. It's all well and good.
No, look, I respect him because he'll fight to the death for his fighters, and that's all it is. It's just he's so protective of his fighters, so you can't hold it against him. But look, at the same time.
But there's a big difference between doing it off your own back, but going underneath the promoter's account with bullshit or something like that, that's kind of a bit too much for me, if that makes sense. There's a right way of doing it.
Well, he just needs to be careful.
No wonder he was so happy, Luca. Good shot by Vuong.
He's not got that big a stable to be able to disrespect the promoters.
Shot from Flynn. Sorry, Jay.
Yeah, that's what I just saw as well. Shot from Flynn.
Left hook. Evening, DJ Pat. Wondered where you were, mate, but you're in the building. Hope you're well.
He is.
over in Sweden, my man.
Vuong can't get his jab off, can he, boys? Vuong's jab still isn't landing with any regularity.
Looks uncomfortable for me. Nice body shot by Vuong there, though. He's going with left hook to body.
And again, returned in kind by Jordan Flynn that time.
Oh, that was a cracker, Jay. I just caught that myself.
Flynn's in control.
Flynn's sticking his tongue out, so he's definitely felt it.
The universal sign of I felt that.
Yeah,
I'm going to
rule 101. Any bravado, you've definitely felt them.
I'd think more of them if you just went, ow.
Yeah, ouch, that's a bit
sore.
Start being
like any normal bloke on the street would.
Yeah. That's scrappy now.
It is a bit.
I will say this: the back of the head punches from Flynn are at the end of every exchange that's in close.
Yeah, Vuong's been.
Howard Foster is just on the blind side of him.
Vuong did the old no, so that means yes.
Yeah. You got me then.
Flynn round again for me, boys. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, I mean, Flynn's punches are landing in 2s and 3s. Vuong's only getting off single shots, isn't he? So
I've got it 18-20. Oh, if we can focus. Fucking laptop shit.
Hello.
It's because I've got a blurred background. It would help if I didn't have blurred on. Dickhead. Oh, fucking knobhead me sometimes. It's a new Mac, so I don't know what I'm doing.
It must be judges, Luca, because it's for the highly regarded and esteemed WBO European Championship. So
we'll be slagging them off. The Trojan won the IBF European, and that belt sits proud in his living room, so piss off.
Mate, if I had an IBF European, I'd be
I'd be walking home from work with it on. Doing the Billy Strut, mate.
Yeah. Mate, if
I had walking home, you'd have it around on site with you, mate. Come on.
Listen,
I had the IBF Misfits Championship.
I've got a plastic Rocky belt somewhere in house. I'm pretty sure I've wore that in a few clubs before now.
Listen, mate, I'm happy with my fake Armani one, so I won't worry about it.
I've actually got
Evans, good to see you, my friend.
One. I've got a little WBC one somewhere in the house, but small. It's only little.
Yeah.
John Joe, give me that.
Big up to Mr. John Joe Finnegan.
Yeah, man. Lunatic him. It's crackers. Mad as a box of frogs. What a guy. Love John Joe. But yeah, he got me that. He sent me it through post, just randomly.
Yes, Ryan Hong. We got the whole squad with us tonight.
Yes,
my friend. Thanks for tuning in, Dan and Ryan, as well as Luca and Pat. Mario Ruiz in the house as well. Hope you're well, my friend. Shushu Carrington minus 220 to finish the next. I think he'll win on points, personally, boys. About Shushu.
I think I picked stoppage. I'll have to go back and check.
Yeah, you did actually. I saw you picked Carrington on stoppage. I think points, but
I picked Carrington stoppage as well, Joe.
Yeah, so the boys think stoppage then, Mario. There you go. They probably know more than me. I wouldn't trust them.
I agree, Luca. I agree.
Jordan said to me they're focusing on not letting rounds look close, which is very sensible. Nice one. Are you mates with Flynn then, Luca?
I was just about to say similar to what Lucas said here. Flynn is going out, landing punches in bunches to make it look a statement, if that makes sense. Vuong's only landing single shots. He hasn't been able to establish his jab yet, and he just doesn't look comfortable, does he?
I'll tell you what, though, if Cameron Vuong loses this fight tonight, mate, it damages his career a lot.
You're looking at potential back to back, and there's a lot of heat in this one, isn't there? There's big,
a lot of fight, a lot of venom, a lot of bad shit's being said between them, and for Vuong to be flat, because he looks flat at the minute for me.
Well, look, there's a debate to be had if he loses tonight. And look, it is early days yet, so
he'll probably knock Flynn out now. So
probably chin him in the next round. But look, there's a debate to be had if he doesn't perform well or he has another one of them performances.
Back of the head again.
Maybe he's not that guy. I think Eddie said that actually in an interview earlier that I watched, that if he doesn't perform tonight, maybe we just need to slow the roll on him a bit. Good shot by Flynn on the ropes. Big up, Antonio. Hope you're well, my friend.
Oh, great shot.
Fantastic shot.
Great shot, that, mate.
He's got no power, though, does he?
Yes, Antonio.
Yes, big up, Antonio.
I think it's... Look, I mean... I could
DAZN, Antonio, if you've got DAZN.
Yes, in DAZN, on DAZN, Antonio. Look, I think the thing with Vuong as well is he obviously wanted Jordan Flynn twice last year, and he ended up having that outing on Riyadh season fight week for the AJs of wildcards, and then he ended up fighting Gwyn. So
what's he getting a count for, boys?
Yeah,
What?
it was a knockdown. It was a knockdown.
It was a knockdown, mate.
You have to give it, man.
Oh, good shots by Flynn straight after.
I saw that, but it's a 10-8 there. I've got it 28-28, boys.
I'm the same, mate.
Yeah, but what?
I do think a lot of...
Will it be on ESPN or DAZN? No, it'll be on DAZN.
It's just on DAZN, mate. Yeah, it's just
DAZN. He always is, Dan, isn't he, Vuong? He's always there to be hit.
Good up.
I think the thing with Vuong is a lot of last year was obviously the frustration of this fight falling through twice. So you do wonder if that played a part in the Gavin Gwyn performance.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's there to be hit, like you say. That was a fantastic uppercut.
It was more of a split, wasn't it, than a knockdown? But you have to give it.
Waffling, so I missed it.
You can't not give it.
You can't not give it because a punch has landed, but he's already slipping forward, isn't he? It's one of those.
Yeah. Sort of momentum took him over. I just hope
there we go. If this stays as close as it is, we've got our headlines for the scorecard.
The first scorecard I've ever had the same as Tony Bellew.
Now we're scoring it wrong.
He didn't have Vuong 7 rounds in front.
Yeah, what it was, Dan. Yeah, I just watched the replay. Yeah, it was a flash knockdown, wasn't it? It wasn't hurt or nothing, but it was. Yeah, like the lads just said, you can't not give that. It's a knockdown.
It's hot enough.
I feel the same when I see a Tony Bellew scorecard as when I see a Chris Mannix one.
Yeah, what
makes me question whether I'm scoring it right.
The company man that is Tony Bellew.
I'm surprised Bellew's made the trip to Altrincham. To be fair play to him.
Anything for the design money, mate.
What's Howard's on about now with Flynn? What happened there?
Like he was on.
Foster getting himself involved here, boys.
Flynn's doing what I said he should.
Lovely 1-2 by Vuong there, boys, down the pipe.
You've just watched the confidence of Cameron Vuong grow tenfold from getting that knockdown.
Yeah.
He's suddenly in a bit more of a groove. I mean, Flynn is very elusive and difficult to land punches on, but he's in a bit more of a groove now, isn't he?
Flynn's going forward in straight lines, though, and he's not changing his patterns.
Big right hand over the top there, Liam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's easy to read now, isn't he, Jordan Flynn? Because Vong's just realised there's nothing special in the way he's going backwards and forwards.
Right hand over the top, and Flynn was catching Vuong with that initially.
Vuong's getting back on it now, isn't he, boys?
Yeah.
Boxing well.
A bit of a rhythm now.
Sitting down on his shots as well. Flynn can't get near him at the minute.
Looks a bit frustrated, doesn't he?
The performance I kind of hoped we'd see from Cameron Vuong, if that makes sense. I wanted him to come out and do.
He stiffened him then.
Yeah.
Stiffened him then. I tell you what, boys, Vuong's coming on strong.
We've all said during the week we wanted to see him make a statement and answer the questions in a Gwyn fight, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, though, Flynn, like Jay says, just rushing in straight lines. You know, he's literally there.
But to caveat that, Gavin Gwyn was coming forward in straight lines with his head down all night, and he couldn't deal with that last November.
He was throwing a lot more, though, Gwyn, wasn't he?
Granted, yeah, it was more punches coming in, but it was similar for him to deal with, and he just never seemed to answer that puzzle.
No.
Yeah, I think there's a level difference between Jordan and Gwyn, in fairness to Gwyn. Like, obviously, he's at the tail end of his career, but he's a former European champion. You have to remember as well. He's been in with some good fighters.
10-9 Vuong, that for me.
Yeah, Vuong won that round.
So I've got him 38-37 up now.
We only had 4 rounds. It feels more than that, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Seemed to stiffen him. That wasn't it, but heads as well.
Where he sort of then fell into him and Vuong sort of...
Yeah, like held him up. It could have just been the way it looked, but it did look to me like he stiffened a bit.
No, he stiffened him, mate.
You
got to think, Howard Foster gave a knockdown in the last round. I reckon he would have given another one if he didn't hold him up there.
Yeah.
I love how many times we're saying he stiffened him. It's the new terminology.
Children.
At least we haven't said
He
recently.
didn't hurt him or buzz him or anything. He stiffened him.
Her nails are way too long to be doing that. You've seen her?
Bong is open to
No,
the
you
left.
know, if Flynn takes one in the eye, he's done. Genuinely,
Do you know what I mean?
she's doing.
She's got a full French manicure.
Big up, Patrick Doherty. Hope you're well, my friend. Doing really well here, mate. Hope you're doing well yourself. Thanks for tuning in.
I really hope he came on and the first thing he heard was full French manicure. I really hope that's the first thing he heard.
Yeah, but the boxing's it started. We're 4 rounds down now. Vuong's had a knockdown in, was it the third, wasn't it, boys?
Third, yeah.
Close fight so far. Vuong may be slightly ahead, the boys think, by a round, but close.
I tell you what, I'm seeing it all over. I'm starting an OnlyFans, man. So subscribe, everybody. I don't know what I'm going to do on there.
The Zone have got one. Did you not see it on there?
No, there's loads. Mighty Mouse has
Zora's got one.
Yeah, it's not all sexually explicit content. A lot of them do it. A lot of podcasts have them for like Patreon.
No, but did you not see it on DAZN? It was like you can watch William Zepeda and Tevin Farmer behind the scenes live on our OnlyFans. This is DAZN.
Just throwing behind the scenes in there makes you wonder what you're going to see, to be fair. But,
I was going to say that, yeah.
Flynn hurt again there.
There's another one local to Flynn. Patrick, he's a local lad, play football with his dad. Danny, happy days, mate. Good on you.
Cupping right hands from Vuong now seems to be buzzing Flynn almost every time they're connecting.
Flynn's only got 1-2 stoppages on his record, if I'm right.
Vuong's only got 1.
Yeah, I think Vuong's had a few less fights, and
yeah.
Oh, Luca, that's not going on the screen. You sly devil.
100%, mate. That's why I said it. She can hear me upstairs.
There's definitely some syndicate going in the JFT household.
Big Busty Blonde 69 is an MMA podcast. Did not know that.
No, he's sponsoring Eddie Hall.
I'm looking for it tomorrow now, mate.
SW, baby.
No, I've got my own bank account for the OnlyFans, boy.
Not your first rodeo,
Allegedly.
Right, yeah, we might have some new people here, boys. We need to talk about boxing as well as
let's pretend we
need to break him in a bit. So Patrick's cheering on Cam, the local lad. Good on you. So we got Luca local for Flynn, and we got Patrick local for Cam Vuong. Don't be fighting in the chat, boys. So love it.
I know I was saying earlier how Vuong can establish his jab, but 4th and 5th, he's found a home for it nicely, hasn't he?
He has, but Flynn's putting it on him this round.
They got Brendan B's in the house.
Sure.
Thanks for the Cam and the man.
He done it in the first couple of rounds, and that's exactly how he had Vuong in trouble. So he's got to go back to it.
Yeah, definitely. Interesting, boys. Halfway mark, and it's close.
The thing is, it's all well and good Flynn putting the pressure on, but if he's only throwing 1 punch every 5 or 6 seconds, it's not enough. It needs to be 4 or 5 punches.
Yeah, I've got it 47-47 though, but that round was a swing round for me.
I've got it 48-46 Vuong. Just to emphasise the swing round point, as you say it.
Yeah.
No, it was Flynn that was down. Patrick, only a flash, not down, but he was down nonetheless. He is in it, Dan. No doubt about it. Flynn's in it, but I think I would say Vuong's slightly ahead, boys. I'm not scoring it like you are, but I would say slightly ahead.
Sorry, Sam, mate. Dan, it's competitive, and Flynn's definitely had his moments, but it just looks like Vuong's starting to come into his groove a bit more now, whereas Flynn already looks like he's flat out in 5th or 6th gear, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. John looks
it's
tired.
It's that levels conversation we have quite often.
Yeah, even sounds there or thereabouts as well. Big up, Daz the God. Hope you're well, my friend. Thanks for tuning in as always. Yes, will do, Paddy. No problem at all, my friend. Top man. Thanks for locking in.
Yeah, Paddy.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Cam is saving his energy for the deep waters. Brendan says, "Top man, Brendan."
Only if you go there,
tonight, guys. Thanks for tuning in as always.
Round 6, here we go.
Yeah,
Cameron Vuong has the boxing edge in this fight. If he wants to keep this behind his jab for the second half of the fight, then he can do, if that makes sense, because we've seen where Flynn's at. but just he likes getting drawn in too much. It's almost as if he wants to prove a point and have a fight rather than a boxing match.
Fucking hell, I'm doing something wrong here. Me and Bellew have got same scores, man. What's going on? I'm a company.
That earpiece that was in Oz last week out in Altrincham, mate.
Luke, Bellew and Jay, never seen them in the same room, have we? Nope, we have not.
Oh, I love it. Sunday name on the stream. Paddy says Ross Cantwell in the house as well. Big up, Ross. Hope you're well. Come on, Jordan.
He looks very ragged now, does Flynn?
Looks tired, mate. He looks like he's put everything into the first half of the fight.
I do agree with who was it? Dan Evans saying a minute ago. I do think Vuong is hittable though. But again, Flynn was.
I mean, look, Flynn's just pushed him back against the ropes, but Vuong's moved out almost straight away.
As you said, Sam, he's come down a level for this fight and is starting to look better. He looked shit up at European-ish level. Didn't look good at all. He's come down a level and now he's all flashy but takes way too many shots for me.
Yeah, he's taken too many risks, and you can imagine that's the message in the corner from Jamie as well. Like, you need to cover up more. But nice 1-2 there from Cameron.
Cameron Vuong seemed to settle back on his foot then a little bit of a wobble. I don't know if it was just the way he stood back, but he sort of wobbled back.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Did you see that? Strange. Oh, Flynn, he's going. He's going. He's going. It's over.
Could be it.
He's hurt badly.
Yeah,
Backtracking now, Flynn.
He's going to stop him, I think.
He's just said to the ref there he's all right, but if he takes too many more of those, I don't think he will be.
Yeah, his mouth's wide open here, boys, as well.
Yeah, he's
going to get taken out in a minute. He's firing back, though. Do like it. He's got heart as Flynn.
His legs out underneath him there.
Paddy said Cam used to come watch play footy, protecting his dad getting tackled. Love it. Fighter from the off, was he, mate?
I think.
Yeah, definitely, Brendan. Look, Paddy, it's not over yet. Sorry, Liam, it's not over yet, but Vuong is on top, isn't he?
Yeah.
His leg went. It sort of delayed reaction, wasn't it?
Flynn looks ready to go.
I think when you're Flynn as well, he's not going to want to be stopped on his feet from all the chat for how spiteful this build-up's got. He's going to want to either be carried out or get some points, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not going to want Howard Foster.
Definitely.
I think he's lucky that Howard Foster got him weighing. It sort of diverted him round him, or he'd have gone down, I think.
Got 4 rounds to survive.
It could be 3 knockdowns now. Vuong held him up in the 4th, and then that one there, you can kind of say Howard Foster's done him a favour.
His legs he done a little dance, didn't he? When you're looking back on it.
George Groves watching that, thinking, why wasn't this Howard Foster there in 2013?
Yeah, Howard Foster loves it now. Right, Flynn just got a rocket in the corner. Obviously, I've got no sound on, but
it looked like it, didn't it?
Did you see his coach just as he potential that he might be having a look? Then if
he's getting bashed up now. He's going to go out on his shield here.
Mate, and this is what we said as well. We could see he was already in 5th or 6th.
Big uppercut by Vuong. His legs are gone. Sorry, Liam. His legs are all over the place.
Punch selection is important now from Vuong because we know Flynn has wobbled him as well, so we don't want to see him take a silly one here as he's looking in for the finish himself.
Oh, sick uppercut. What a shot. He took it, though.
Yeah, he's still there, but...
Oh. Yeah. If I'm Jordan Flynn's corner, I'm definitely having a look at this now.
He's in good shape, Flynn, because he's taking some good shots here and he's beckoning him on still, but he's not offering.
He's knackered as much as anything else, mate. You can tell he's knackered, mouth wide open.
Oh, here we go. It's over. It's done. Finished. Not saying that was a good performance from Cameron. Not a particularly good fight from Flynn. But he did what he had to do. He needed that.
Yeah.
Dave Allen gets where water can't.
Jack Catchland, Dave Allen in the ring.
Got his second slice.
To another there, isn't there, in that gym? Jesus Christ.
Dave got his builder's bum out for him. I
think, look, as much as I went against, I predicted Flynn for this, I do look at it as kind of I wanted Vuong to come out and make a statement like that. Yes, okay, it's not still, we wouldn't say that was Cameron Vuong at his best, but the way he actually was able to address the ties in a fight and then get the stoppage, you can be impressed with that, can't you?
Yeah.
It was a good performance, man. Yeah, and like Luke said, it was he did gas out a bit, Pat, in fairness, but it was a good stoppage. Yeah, he took a few heavy ones right at the end.
I don't know.
Fair play. I picked him to win on points. I didn't pick him for the stoppage. Flynn's moaning about the stoppage a bit in the corner, but it was a good stoppage.
Yeah, look, I think if the corner would have stopped it at the end of the round if he wasn't stopped during that, if that makes sense.
I'll be honest, it wasn't as good a fight as I were expecting.
Flynn looked really sloppy for
first two rounds. He looked good, and then he just went, and it just
it was.
Unfortunately, I actually think the postponements and allowing Flynn to have more time to run his mouth sort of backs him into a corner, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He talks himself up.
Yeah. Well, you can't do anything else now. You have to run back Gavin Gwynn now.
Yes.
You have to go and right that wrong. Yes. Yeah, I'm the same, Pat. I thought he'd win on points as well. The stoppage actually was quite impressive.
You missed out there, Brendan. What a fight. Brendan, fight. That was a great fight. Good fight. Look, to be fair, Paddy, I think the both were giving it each other, weren't they, beforehand? And look, it made for a good build-up. Like, we've all been interested in it for a while now, with this fight. I'm glad it's finally happened and we don't have to talk about it anymore. I didn't see that. Flynn's eyes rolled to the back of his head, man.
Oh, he was done, mate. It was brutal. Yeah, it was. But it's a good win for Vuong because, like one of you said at the start, the pressure was on him tonight after the Gavin Gwynn fight. Now if he revisits the Gwynn fight and puts on a performance like that against Gwynn again, then all of a sudden he's got all of that hype back around him that he kind of had before, isn't it?
Yeah, payday. Canelo.
Oh dear, I love it.
The fact I didn't even need to look at the screen to know who was going to be on it when I looked up.
You could be giving me a payday to stay up till 6 a.m. to watch him against William Skull.
Oh God!
In Riyadh as well. I wouldn't care if it was in Vegas. I'll be there.
We're not going to talk about the fact it's the second pay-per-view in 2 nights either.
Yeah, he's fighting at 6 a.m., mate. It's in Riyadh as well. They're doing it on US pay-per-view time. Look, I get it. Canelo's the US pay-per-view star, so that's why. That's why.
Come on, no, Sam, let's call it what it is.
It is.
It's horrendous that they're getting him over to Riyadh and then they're doing it on American time. They've not done it for anyone else. But Canelo comes over and all of a sudden the goalposts are being moved. If you want to fight to a US audience that much, do it at Allegiant Stadium. That's all I say.
Yeah. Paddy, thanks for locking in, my friend. Appreciate the interaction and you're hopping over. Follow and subscribe to Jay's Fight Talk YouTube channel as well if you haven't already. That's the handsome devil down the bottom, and the other handsome devil at the top joins in for Straight Talk every Thursday as well. Yeah, top man, Paddy.
See you, Paddy.
So against Ethan James' prediction going with us. To be honest with you, Brendan, I wouldn't have a clue. Do either you boys know?
Yeah, I know they are, but I've not really got prediction really.
UFC style time zone, no harm. Yeah, I know what you mean, Luca. I do know what you mean. Yeah, he is.
Toccaroo. Yeah, I knew what you mean. Yeah, Toccaroo will smash him to pieces. I didn't know what you meant when you just said so. It's the fighting over here. It's that DAZN top tier card, the one that
the one that thingy's on. Keeping the Jarco's fighting on it.
Yes,
Eddie Earl looks like a lumberjack.
Yeah, he is getting paid 100 mil for that. Turkey paid him that to basically stop him from fighting Jake Paul.
He's not getting 100 million.
Dan, that's really kind of you, my friend. I really appreciate that. That's it's a nice compliment. Top man, Dan.
100 mil. Jesus.
Yeah, literally to stop him from fighting Jake Paul. Now AJ's probably going to go and fight Jake Paul. Do you know what? Honestly, Eddie Hearn's talking about that as if it's a possibility.
Yeah, I saw his stomping ground interview yesterday.
Ryan, I think Canelo would struggle to knock me out at the minute, to be fair. Never mind William Skull.
Misfits.
Misfits. Mate, me against Canelo or Misfits, I'll take it. Thank you, Brendan. Top man. Thank you for the,
cheers, Brendan. Thanks,
the comment. Yeah, Brian Norman will win, I think. And Zepeda beats my fellow Philly. Are you from Philly? Are you, Brendan? Love it. Yeah, look, Tevin performed well last time around. Is it 6 a.m. in Saudi that Canelo fight? No, it'll be 6 a.m. in the UK here, Pat. So I think it's more like maybe like 8 a.m. in Saudi. I don't know.
No. It's 6 a.m. in Saudi, so it's 4 a.m.
in Saudi, so it's 4 a.m. here in the UK. Then, so yeah,
a typical Vegas card, mate. It's like being in Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan. I think Ryan's giving me a look against Canelo going the distance anyway. So look, that's all I care about. At least Ryan's supporting me.
Mate, you didn't say we didn't support you. You just laughed.
I've got him by stoppage, Ryan. I think he stops him this time around. The boys, Jay said Tevin on points, didn't you?
Yeah.
And what? I can't remember what you said, Liam.
I said Zepeda on points. I'm pretty sure.
Zepeda points. You did say
Zepeda
points. Yeah. So that probably doesn't help you, Ryan, because the three of us just told you 3 different answers. But that's the beauty of it, I guess.
Fucking Leon have ruined me acca. Brilliant start to the weekend. Fucking
dear.
As if they lost to Strasbourg 3-1.
3-1?
Home or away? Must have been away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they've lost 3-1 at home, they're flipping out.
Yeah, 3-1 away at Strasbourg. It's only one I needed. 1, 2, 3.
Anyway, we've got Eddie talking with Vuong there now. Hopefully, main event.
Yeah, we'll cover the main event, all 3 minutes of it. That's probably gonna transpire because we're here now. So we'll move over to the stream for that one. We had a really good crowd of you there, so much appreciated, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much everyone for joining us
for a fight. I'm gonna call it a fight night. A next gen a next gen card on a Friday night. Just while we wait, Liam, for the main event, we just spoke about it before Jay came on that. Michaela Myers, Sandy Ryan weigh-in. Mate, I'm looking forward to that one tomorrow night now.
You know what I've noticed? Michaela Myers looks haggard and old all of a sudden. I don't mean that in a disrespectful manner, but she just looked old. I mean, I don't know if I could say that and not be disrespectful, but she just seems to have aged rapid. She just looks haggard and old for some reason. But what is she? Mid-30s, late 30s?
Late, I think.
She's mid-30s. Yeah, she's like 34, 35.
She's old then, mate.
Look, I think she'll beat Sandy, but I hope Sandy wins tomorrow night. I really do.
Yeah, I think she wins. I think Sandy may be too emotionally invested. From the interactions I've seen this week, Michaela seems like...
That's where I'll go as well, Liam. I'll go. But I'll tell you one thing I'm looking forward to, and I really hope it doesn't clash with Zepeda and Farmer, because when was the last time you watched a fight late? It's been a few weeks, hasn't it?
Been a while. UFC?
I don't remember the last time. What UFC was it?
Pereira.
Yes, that's right. That was quite a while ago, wasn't it?
Start of the month.
3 weeks ago, that was. Yeah, it'd been a while.
That's a long time for us, yeah.
Yeah, I'll...
have you seen the shape of Devin Haney?
Yes.
Haney looks on it. Yeah, Will, Brendan. Well
done, Bill. Well done, Bill.
Yeah, it only doesn't go the distance if Sandy stops her. That's the only way it doesn't go the distance.
Yeah. Oh, mate, their face-offs all week have been solid. Yeah, Luca, that was a slog. We done the watch-along on that one, to be fair. That was brutal. But now I'm looking forward to it tomorrow, to be fair, just because UFC Mexico's on at like midnight or something. Then
I'm with you there, Pat. I'm with you there, mate.
Ryan will lead the motion outside the ring. She'll KO. I love it. Jay and Pat, they're like on the same wavelength these days. Yeah,
two beating on her, mate. She's going to get her for last time. She wasn't in that fight last time. Emotionally, she was void of emotion. Her head was elsewhere, mate. After that Paintgate thing.
Mate, 100%. You could tell that she was
dialed in, mate. And I'm not just saying that to be awful about Michaela Mayer. I noticed it yesterday when they did the pictures side by side. I thought, fucking hell, she looks old.
There's no going back now. The internet just leaves everything there to be seen forever. When she's coming, begging to come on this channel for an interview to increase her profile in the UK, and we've got.
What I mean? I'll just say no. But subscribe to my OnlyFans, Michaela, if you want to see.
Oh, dude. Pat Brown been walking you.
Yes, Fight Talk OnlyFans. Be 50 pence a month, boys and girls.
Well, at least we got a sponsor lined up for the channel anyway, which is good because we're giving them enough free promo tonight.
Telling you.
Yeah, mate. We're not done yet.
I agree.
To be fair, that's the fire
that's the fire that got took out last time. Imagine she got attacked an hour before the biggest fight of her life. Emotions were all over the place, and she'll have had a massive dump of adrenaline. Whereas this time, not only has she got that venom and spite and vitriol inside her, but she's had a fucking good camp as well. She's got a brother with her full time. The trainer that she stole from Mayer's gym. You know, she's on it, mate.
Coach K.
Listen, Mayer will have to have the fight of her life to beat Sandy. And I think it took a lot to beat her last time. Sandy's going to be better this time, and I don't think Mayer can get any better if that. I think
top rank card in Vegas as well, though. We've got to bear that in mind.
Yeah,
that's why Jay's going for the stoppage.
Because let's be honest, if that was on Jonas versus Michaela Mayer, that was a top rank card in Vegas. Would have gone to Mayer. And to be fair, I actually think she was quite hard done to that night. Sorry, Jay, but I do.
No. I thought Ryan won it, but I'm biased. I was biased.
Jonas against.
Jonas. She lost that fight.
Yeah, I think she was hard done to. But what I'm saying is, if that fight was in America rather than in Liverpool,
Mayer would have got the nod.
I think Mayer gets the nod. I think the last fight at MSG, if that's on a UK show, I think that probably goes to Sandy as well. I'm not saying that there were close fights that could have gone either way. Both of those fights that I've just referred to, but what I'm saying is I think Sandy's got to go out and put on a proper performance, or beat it to get the decision.
Looking forward to the Club World Cup, boys, aren't you? Apparently the best teams in the world are there. And Chelsea.
11-week camp for Sandy, is it, Pat? Did she not have a full camp last time? I can't even remember.
Why are they in it? Is it because they won the Champions League in 2020?
That's what it is, mate. So basically, the Club World Cup, they started forming in 2021 for this. So it's everything that's happened since 2021. So every Champions League winner since then, isn't it? Plus everything else.
Yeah, I did see it.
Sorry, mate.
No, you're all right. I did see it, Dan, but I don't know why that man's still in a box.
It's so that they can have AJ Wilder. It's that simple. That's the fight they're going to make. AJ Wilder.
Why was Henry as a right hander?
To be fair,
again,
I'd rather him fight Wilder than Jake Paul.
I don't care.
Or do we want to see Jake Paul fight Jake Paul?
But I mean, will Joshua take
imagine if Jake Paul chinned AJ? Jesus Christ!
Could you imagine?
Yes, Dan, definitely.
The thing is, everyone seems to think this Wilder fight is going to be a foregone conclusion, but the geezer hasn't thrown a right hand in about 4 years.
Yeah. Listen, don't be surprised. I'm going to bet on the other kid to knock him out, mate.
Liam, that was actually really good delivery. Like it's like half a joke, but you can get away with saying it. He hasn't thrown a right hand in 4 years. To be fair, you're like, and I know you were saying it to be like. To sound
but I
don't think he has thrown a right hand.
It's true.
Yeah. No offense, Deontay. I wouldn't be saying that in front of your face because I'm sure you'd find one for my chin if I was anywhere.
And mine as well. Let's be perfectly honest.
Yeah, DJ Pat loves it. Brendan, he's all over Sandy. Yeah, look, it's going to be close, man. But Pat, I love the opinion that it's Sandy or boss for DJ Pat. Gotta love it. Right, Diamant is in the ring, so I guess we'll cut this one off here and we'll go to Pat Brown versus Grandoni before Jay starts going mental about the dancing in the ring. So thanks everyone. I can't even name everyone because there's way too many of you, but a couple hundred joined us for that, which is great. Cheers to Jay and Liam, as always. Much appreciated. And if you fancy it for the 3 minutes it'll last for, come and join us in the main event shortly for Pat Brown against Rondo. Cheers, guys.